Hello and welcome. Chef Pennington here in Austin, Texas, where we bring flavor to the table, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Today we are doing tri-tip sous vide style. I absolutely love sous vide. It is the style of which you put your food into a bag, into a water bath, and you turn the temperature of the water exactly what you want your meat to be done. So if you like your steaks at 130, which is a true medium rare, then it can't go up to 131. Even when you take it out of the water bath, it doesn't increase cooking like a lot of other cooking methods. When you rest your meat, the internal temperature goes up a couple extra degrees. Like if you're cooking a chicken, you want 165, you pull it out like 158, 159, maybe 160, you rest it, it goes up. That doesn't happen with sous vide. Sous vide is cooked perfect to that temperature and it will not go over. A lot of fine dining restaurants do that. You've probably eaten out and been like, why is this meat so amazing? I can't do this at home. It's sous vide. It's either confit or sous vide. And sous vide stands for under vacuum, which is exactly what we're doing. We're taking a bag, we're putting meat in it, we're gonna season it, which we're gonna do very specially. I'm gonna show you all about that. It's really like mastery level cooking, but the beautiful part about it is it's easy. It's hard to mess up. Now there is one area that people mess up, and if you've sous vide enough times, you've probably come across this mistake. It's the seasoning part of it. Your food will come out highly aggressively over-seasoned. The salt will come through too much or the additional ingredients, but it's always the salt, most of the time the salt. I'm gonna show you the way to absolutely do it, masterclass style. The meat's gonna come out absolutely perfect, and we're gonna cook it for a very interesting amount of time. I've done this before where I went for like, it was 4 hours before, and it turned out really, really good. There was nothing wrong with that at all. I would suggest it all day long. I wanted to know what would happen if I went for 24 hours. And that's exactly what we're gonna find out today. How well does a tri-tip do 24 hours? So we're gonna find out today. If you're not familiar with the tri-tip, what it is, it's very popular out in California. They use it for barbecue a whole lot. It's part of the bottom round, so it's a sirloin, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but sirloin, part of the cow, is where a lot of the flavor is. So we're cooking a very flavorful cut of meat, and we're doing it in one of the absolute best cooking methods that I've ever found. Thank you, the French. They're the ones that gave us sous vide, which means under vacuum. So let's get into the kitchen A and get started. All right, when you guys are shopping and picking out your meat, if you guys can find USDA Prime, I would totally grab it up. It's gonna be your highest quality meat you can get, which only accounts for 2% of all the beef sold in the United States, so it's really good stuff. All right, we need to inspect our meat. There is fat, which is what that whole side is, and we're not gonna cut that off because fat is flavor. What you need to look for is silver skin. Silver skin over this long cooking process is not gonna break down. It's just, you were to eat a piece with it, it's that little piece that you chew in your mouth and then you're like, and you pull it out. So make sure that you cut it off. Most times your butcher's gonna do a really good job, so you're not gonna have to do much of anything. I think I cut off like maybe 4 little pieces on this large piece of meat. And this meat costs under $8 and it feeds quite a few people. I'm definitely calling this this is gonna turn out just like prime rib. I'll just tell you that. I'll give you a little heads up. And it is amazing, really amazing. And the price point, we all know that prime rib is very expensive, and this is not, which is awesome. The special cooking process is why this is great. Hey, that's some black lava salt from Hawaii. Using different salts enhances a lot of flavor, and that's really the key of what we're doing here right now, is how to season this without making your meat taste like salt, because that happens a lot of times with sous vide. So what we've done is we use Himalayan sea salt, some regular sea salt, and some black Hawaiian volcano, actually black salt. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all over this meat. This is not how we're gonna cook it, so don't freak out about the amount of salt. And we're gonna let this hang out for at least 15 minutes. You can go up to 30 minutes, no problem. I wouldn't go overnight, it's just too much salt. So at least 15 minutes. Then we're gonna rinse it out underwater. Y'all, this is for every piece of beef that you guys wanna put into sous vide. I promise, this is the way to season it without it tasting like salt. And I bet you know what I'm talking about if you sous vide. Where you put the salt in your meat like normal cooking, you put it in the bag, it cooks for a long duration, and it's a little bit salty, you can taste it all the way through. Well, that's not gonna happen like this. It just brings flavor to the table, which is what we want. That's what salt's supposed to do. So this is the way I like to fill it up. It's just let it go, and it starts overflowing. You can put it on the table, get your immersion circulator in there, and good to go. I like using Innova. One of my best friends gave it to me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I could not be more appreciative. And I happen to sell them, so I'll have links below if you guys want to check them out. Promise best pricing you can find. So we've rinsed it off. I'm adding just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. You notice it's not very much, it's just a small little accent to bring a little flavor over this long cooking process. And be honest, I didn't really taste the Leon Parents at the end, but trust me, it's a flavor enhancer. We don't want it to taste like Leon Parents, do we? We want it to taste like meat. So I like using the clip, getting it on the other side away from the immersion circulator. It helps with even cooking. And during the process, I will come in there and flip it around a couple of times. That little extra bit of water is just the perfect amount that you need. And we're gonna set it for 132 degrees, and we're gonna go 8 hours that way. After 8 hours, we're gonna take it down to 125 the rest of the way. And we're going for 24 hours. If you go a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, no problem. You're gonna have a very similar, if not almost the exact same effect. All right, folks, we're back. Time for the big reveal. See how we did for 24 hours. I'm gonna see if I can't find a photo of when I did it for the 4 hours and see if I can't put that up on the screen. I know that's on my Instagram if you guys want to check that out. It's, instagram.com/Butter-n-Thyme, all one word. Let's see here. So I put this in a cast iron skillet and screaming hot heat. You hear that all the time. I don't like to be absolutely crazy. I want it really, really close, super hot. And then right before I go, I like to put it underneath some water just to take a little bit of that excruciatingly hot sear off, because it might burn your meat sometimes. I like using a high smoke point oil like peanut oil, which is what I used here today. And this is already cooked, so we're just putting a little bit of color on it. See if I can let you all see this a little bit better. This is what deliciousness we've got. Very nice looking cut of meat. It needs no time to rest because it's already perfectly cooked, can't be overcooked. So let's see here. I'm gonna turn around like this so you guys get a good look. I'll go ahead and get in a little bit closer here, make it even a little bit better. A little nice money shot. And I'm excited. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go in right here. Oh, I can already tell you, it's perfect. Ooh, look at that. Delicious, cooked to absolute perfection. You can see it's soft and juicy. Cut a piece here, take a little taste of roni. Wow, this really does look really, really good. Look at that. Reminds me of prime rib. You can see it's perfectly cooked. This is 24 hours, so it's way cooked beautifully. It's got nice elasticity. I can smell it. You might be able to see the steam still coming off of it. I can't wait. So there we go. Here's the taste test. Cheers, y'all. It just falls apart. That's great. Wow. All right. I like this way better than the 4 hour. I promise, by far. The flavor, it really does taste like prime rib. I swear, promise it does. The salt cure that we did, I added no more salt to this when I went ahead and seared it. And there's just so much flavor. I get nothing. I get no salt, all right? But salt is supposed to enhance flavor, not taste like salt. And that's exactly what this is like. I have to try it again. Absolutely amazing. All right, y'all. There's gonna be a link below in the description. I'm gonna talk more about this and just sous vide stuff. I'm in partnership with kitchenstoredepot.com. So if you guys wanna buy a sous vide machine, I would love it and appreciate it if you guys would buy from me. This is so delicious. I really hope you guys give this wonderful piece of meat a try. Get into sous vide, y'all. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of them. I love sous vide. I love all cooking, really, but sous vide is so amazing. I mean, this is just unbelievably, this is like the cheapest prime rib you could ever do. That's what I'm calling it. So, appreciate y'all tuning in. Subscribe, please, and y'all have the best. Take care.